Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing today? It is
Oh shit!
Wednesday,
Got the
January
wrong.
14th, 2026.
Oh, never mind.
And
There we go. That's the right one.
Coach Johnson,
Yes, sir. How
we
may I
are
help
down
you?
to one game left.
Yes.
And then
One,
season 4 of Bearing Down and Gridiron will be over.
one more game to think about, talk about, watch, and decipher. Yeah, and I'm happy for the two that are going to decide who is going to be the national champion for 2025.
And this season is finna end. I felt like we were just hitting our stride.
How do I say goodbye to what we have?
Can you not saying that they did that jump for our graduation? Well, not the actual graduate. What's the name of that service? I can't think
What
of it.
commencement?
Was it a commencement ceremony?
Well, I mean that yeah. Tell me
Yeah.
when you got your diploma. Yeah, commencement
No,
ceremony.
no, 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 no. It's like we did another thing before we did the
Oh, not the prom.
prom.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I forgot what to call it though.
I forgot what they call it. It's before you graduate,
Hmm.
and they played that junk. I'm like, really?
Talk about me being old. Thankfully, well, the song actually was done because actually it's a remake. But the popular version of the song was Boys to Men. Thankfully, it was done after I graduated.
I love that version,
The song is beautiful, but I'm glad it was not
but I don't
done
need you saying
after
that today.
I graduated. Yeah.
Thank y'all for watching on the Playmakers Network YouTube channel. If you are watching on my personal LinkedIn, thank you. Send me a connect on LinkedIn. Slide over to the Playmakers Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, have a notification bell, so that you can see everything that we do here at the Playmakers Network. You can catch the highlight
Great
clips
things.
of
Great things.
somebody being a mad scientist 24/7. I said mad this time. I said mad this time.
I'm proud of you. That's why I was smiling. Mhm.
In other cases, he's another word scientist.
And that's a lie.
No, that is the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
That's a lie, a whole lie, and nothing but the lie.
No, it's not. I have plenty of people who will
Plenty of
back me
people.
up on that. I have a
But,
plethora
but
of
see,
people.
I'm not evil. I know you didn't say the word I did. I'm not evil.
Oh
I'm never.
no, that brain of yours has some evil tension.
No, it does
Yes,
not.
it does.
Oh my gosh. No, it does not.
You prey on people's emotion.
That's not evil.
That is evil.
I don't prey on people's emotions.
Yes, you do.
I love people.
I didn't say you didn't love people. I said you prey on people's emotion. You just did it Monday.
whose whose emotions on which did I prey on?
We are live on a radio station, so you want to go ahead and check that out?
Yes, we are live on the Real Wise Radio Network. Thank you, Wise El Jefe. Just talked to him this morning. He's doing wonderful. He's actually on his way to Florida for a convention. So he sends his hellos on the road. He actually said he got a chance to hang with Cool McCain, that is one of our brothers. When he stopped in Charlotte, he has family in Charlotte too. So yeah, everything is great with him. Of course, everything's great with us. And
He's stopping in Florida. He ain't give me a message. I feel some type of way.
well,
You know I do.
he's not heading your direction. He's going to Orlando.
He is heading in my direction.
Is Jacksonville anywhere near Orlando? I know I don't live in the state, but I know
It's
Florida.
2 hours away. 2.5, depending on which way you going.
So he would have to go out of his way.
Not really. He's coming from the north. You have to pass through Jacksonville to get to Orlando.
But but I
And I didn't say,
95,
and I didn't say him to stop and Jasper to see me. I said he ain't sent me a message. That's all I said.
but I-95 does not pass through Charlotte. If it did, I would get your point. But we are so proud that this show, along with Shooting Lights Out, are two of the staples of the Real Wise Radio Network. We're thankful for what brother. We love you, man. Hope everything's good with you, with yours, and have a great time in Florida, bro.
Now that we got all the pleasantries out the way,
Well, actually, no. If you are listening to this show, you can also, and you want to download, you can also listen to platforms like iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever this show emanates from on podcast directories.
this is why I have a cause.
And yes, we,
Even though I set that up on purpose.
I know you did. And we thank you, the LinkedIn viewers, and we thank you for watching on the Playmakers Network YouTube channel. I know you already said that, but I want to also say thank you.
All right. What is the first order of business?
Okay, I think we need, let me see, oh, how much time? Oh, it's 2 minutes to go in the game. I think we need to go no huddle. All right, and for said no huddle, let's see where we're going. Let's go to Charlotte. Since we were talking about it in the open, the FBS coaches, they voted unanimously yesterday or Tuesday to adjust the redshirt rule to allow players to participate in up to 9 games while preserving a full year's eligibility in the sport. Now, the vote taken during the annual convention for the American Football Coaches Association followed extensive discussion over ongoing eligibility concerns. The current rule allows players to participate in up to 4 regular season games plus any playoff games and still maintain their redshirt status. That effectively allows 4 full seasons plus a third of another within that 5th year window. A number of coaches push for a more expansive approach, like a full 5 years of playing time in a 5-year window. However, concerns about potential litigation in the wake of some controversial eligibility concerns and rulings, chief among them, Ole Miss quarterback Trinidad Chambliss, you did a great job, sir, in that semifinal and in the quarterfinal, landed the group to the 9-game compromise. Any change would still need approval from the NCAA Division I committee. About half the 136 FBS coaches, including Kirby Smart from Georgia, Dabo Swinney of Clemson, Marcus Freeman from Notre Dame, we'll talk about him in a minute, all of them attended the meeting. Many had hoped that the conversations would include more rigorous debate on the current college football landscape. However, the redshirt rule was the primary topic discussed, according to multiple coaches within the large calendar, left to a small contingent of coaches who met Monday for a discussion outside the AFCA formal agenda. Now, until 2017, players were given 5 years to play in 4 seasons, with exceptions made only for seasons cut short for medical reasons. For example, 2017, the rule changed, allowing players to participate in 4 fewer games to maintain their redshirt status, a decision which quickly created an incentive for players to opt out midseason to preserve eligibility. Try to cheat the rule. Your thoughts on this compromise of a 9-game redshirt season?
You coaches lost y'all goddamn mind.
Wow. Maybe you need full screen, bro.
How in the 9 games? 9.
9.
You only play 12.
Well, that's if they don't play a bowl game in the playoffs.
And matter of fact, did I hear you correctly when you said that they can also participate in the postseason and still maintain eligibility? Did I read that? Did I hear that part correctly?
That is correct, sir.
No, you should be not. You shouldn't. You shouldn't be allowed to touch any part of the. If you touch the postseason, that is your year eligibility automatically.
Wow, that's harsh.
It's the postseason.
That's harsh.
I don't want to hear NCAA. Don't you pass this goddamn rule?
Not big dog in the NCAA.
Don't you pass this damn rule?
Big dog in the NCAA.
There's a lot of changes you need to make. This ain't one of them. Coaches, find another way. Nine games. You only play 12 in the regular season. What kind of sense does that make?
Doggone it. Where's the popcorn when there's wearing some? I needed this.
You know, there's no. Are y'all in a room with Tony Khan or something? Was Tony Khan in Charlotte Flair? Was Tony Khan in Charlotte? I need to know this.
Oh my gosh. No, he's going Tony Khan. Candy Man.
Because why did y'all even come up with this rule? It don't make no damn sense. Oh, you can play 9 games and still. Why would I can play 9 out of 12 games and still be called a freshman?
Yeah.
Do y'all hear how stupid that is?
No, it's
Go
not
ahead, man.
stupid to them.
Go ahead.
It's not stupid at them. No. It's money driven. I'm sorry. Added financial incentives with NIL and revenue sharing, as well as rampant player movement in the era of the transfer portal. They have made those midseason opt outs more frequent. Now, the changes to the redshirt rules, Dabo Swinney said, are intended as a way to keep more players engaged and disincentivize mid year opt outs when the money's affected. One of those coaches that was in that meeting, that would be Marcus Freeman. He actually announced that he is going to remain on the campus of Notre Dame. He's expected to remain the head coach there in 2026, despite interest from several NFL teams, such as told ESPN's Adam Schefter. You made the right decision, Marcus, because the Giants suck. Freeman received an enhanced contract last month to stay in Notre Dame, but has been linked to multiple high-profile NFL coaching jobs in recent weeks. Now, I'm surprised that you did not attempt to go to the Ravens or the Steelers. Oh, the Steelers became the latest team with a coaching vacancy yesterday when Mike Tomlin announced that he was stepping down after 19 years there. Notre Dame announced later Tuesday that Freeman will hold a news conference this afternoon or Wednesday afternoon, further fueling speculation that he might bolt South Bend for an NFL position. Now, he previously was linked to the Giants position, who are among the candidates for former Baltimore Ravens head coach now, John Harbaugh. The 39-year-old guided Notre Dame to the CFP National Championship game last January, and the Fighting Irish won their final 10 games this year before being snubbed out of the CFP, finishing number 11 in the season's final standings. The Irish then elected to opt out of a bowl game. The best decision you could have made. The dumb athletic director, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was brutal. The athletic director of Notre Dame, Pete Fafakwa, said last month that Freeman is, quote, the absolute best coach in the country for Notre Dame, full stop. Close quote. Bavakwa added that at the time, that Notre Dame was aware of the interest in Freeman and would do everything possible to secure his future. Now, your thoughts on Marcus Freeman saying 2026, I'm returning to touchdown Jesus.
I mean, he can't wait forever for any job that he was looking for to be open. he felt some type of way about this season,
As he should have. I would have.
and he don't want to go out like that. So kudos to Marcus Freeman saying, you know what, I want to go out better than what I just did. So
Mhm.
let's run it back. So they're gonna run it back in South Bend one more year at least.
That was rather dry of you. You know, I
Well,
think
you
this.
gave the whole first one to myself.
I had to because you were cooking. I loved it. I loved it, and I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't disagree with anything you said either. Uh, but yeah, I agree with you. Here's the thing. I think Marcus has to ask: does he actually have any designs and desires to want to be in the NFL as a head coach? Uh, if that's the case, then I think he probably would need to, as they would say, kick the tire, so to speak, and see if there is a possibility to be a head coach somewhere in the NFL. Because if not, I think what we will see is he'll stumble, and he might end up having the opposite happen where he'll entertain being in the NFL, but he's in his 60s when pretty much NFL head coaches, unless you are established, or you need to get out, or you need to have the thought process of being out with the organization putting a banana peel right above the foot that they're about to step so they can slip out of their organization. John Harbaugh. So the teams that were considered, the Steelers, the Giants, the Ravens, they were among the 9 NFL teams that are currently seeking a new head coach, along with the Falcons, the Cardinals, the Browns, the Raiders, the Dolphins, and the Titans. Now, all I have to say to Marcus is I hope you enjoy being in Notre Dame. I think what you will see is the expectation still being you being the guy, but for how long? Um, this is a program that wants to be considered in the running for the national championship every single year, and if not, there's something wrong. That's just how they are. That's how they operate. But hopefully, you don't have that issue. Hopefully, everything will be fine. And if you still have NFL dreams, operate on going there sooner rather than later. And with that, boys and girls, that concludes our No Huddle. Good stories, bro.
I saw that first and I was like, I thought you would be the one to go up, but it ended up being me. So
No, I'm glad I wasn't. I wanted to, but I'm glad I wasn't. I was like, nah, I'm gonna give that one. I'm gonna give that playmaker. I'm gonna let him cook because I know he feels just like I do how stupid that rule is looking.
it's the coaches too. Like really, the
I'm like,
coaches.
you might as well say fine. You could play all your redshirt freshman year, and then be like, fine. You could play, and you still have your 5 years of eligibility. You might as well do that.
The stupidity. Commercial break. When we come back, one of us is gonna have fun.
Well, that's gonna be you, playmaker, because I'm not gonna have fun.
Find out which one of us is gonna have fun when we come back.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Base YouTube channel.
Get mounts of entertainment with Paramount Plus. Stream new movies such as Mean Girls, Transformers: Rise of the Beast, and Good Burger 2 with Paramount Plus. Stream live sports such as the UEFA Champions League, the NFL on CBS, the PGA Tour, and March Madness. Catch hit CBS shows such as Fire Country, Ghost, NCIS, and more. But also catch exclusive originals with Paramount Plus such as Special Ops Lioness, The Family Stallones, and the hit series Halo. The new streaming home of Showtime. Watch Showtime original series and movies when you sign up with Paramount Plus with Showtime. Make it a fun, action-packed adventure for the whole family and create kid-friendly profiles for the little ones. So much to stream with Paramount Plus with over 45,000 full episodes from BET, CBS, Comedy Central, MTV, Nickelodeon, and more. Paramount Plus plan starts at $5.99, but if you subscribe today, you'll get a free trial. Paramount Plus, mountains of entertainment.
This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
I like that.
And welcome back to Bearing Down and Gridiron here, as we are preparing for next week to be the final episode of season 4 of Bearing Down and Gridiron, because the national championship game is Monday. And it was getting
It's so hot. I'm sorry,
Why don't you start again?
I'm sorry.
You're frozen. Interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should be frozen now. Still frozen.
It's like it's trying to catch up, but it's just not there yet.
There we go. No, so let me do it. Hot. There we go. Shout out to you, Gold Dust.
Not Gold Dust. All right. Prepare yourself, ladies and gentlemen, because somebody's going to be throwing some elbows for whatever reason. Because it is time for the Gridiron Roundup.
Yeah.
Told you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Woo. that song just gets me hype. It just gets me hype and excited every time I hear it.
Told you somebody gonna be throwing bows. Like
I had to throw them bows. That's right. I got to throw them bows every time I hear that song. It just gets me hype. Hype.
All right. So let's see which of the two of us had more fun. First up, Mr. Johnson.
Home sweet home. Miami goes home for the national title game. And I'm proud of Miami. I really am. I am proud of them. The ACC messed them up because they were actually about to not have them in the whole playoffs altogether. And the committee said, "We will take care of you." Proud of the committee. They saved the ACC's bacon.
31-27 win of the Ole Miss Rebels out in the Fiesta Bowl.
Beautiful game. One of the best games of the year. Beautiful game. Beautiful game.
Chambers 23 for 37, 277 through the air, and touchdown was not enough. Lacey, 103 yards rushing, a touchdown was not enough.
Look, for those who want to claim that final play was pass interference, no. The refs are going to swallow the whistle unless it's very egregious, and it wasn't that egregious. So let the young men play. That's what happened. The right move was made. And I don't have a horse in the race. I don't root for Miami. I don't root for Ole Miss. I wanted to root for a good game. I got one. And let's just leave it at that.
Carson Bet 23 for 37, 268, 2 touchdowns, interception, and the game-winning
run. Scramble, technically. What can I say about Beck? I think this was the best example of him proving that he could actually be that guy. It took a minute. It took a minute for him to really relax with the playoffs. I mean, he played very close to the vest in College Station. He played just as close to the vest, maybe a little bit more comfortable, but he still was close to the vest. He played that way in Arlington, and now he got a chance out in the desert to say, "This is who I am." Good job. Good job. Yes, he did throw for a pick, but this was the toughest matchup they've had this year. So I expected him to struggle, and he did, but he came through. So congratulations to Carson. Best game he's played this year, even with the pick.
Miami is going home. Going home.
Now, I want to know from Mr. McCain, how do you feel now? I told you, sir, way back in September, I said the U is back, my man. And I meant that from the standpoint of what I was seeing was a team that looked very, very similar, eerily similar to those early 2000s teams and definitely those late 80s teams. I saw athleticism all over the field again. I saw hunger in them. This is the you that I remember back when I was young. And now we get a chance to see it again. I'm glad we're seeing it again. So congrats to you. This was an honor well deserved. You earned your way to play for the national championship in your own backyard.
If I remember correctly, I think this is the first college to ever do it.
Let me see, for national championship in our backyard. Well, Miami's done it before. In fact, I think the 1984 Orange Bowl. Yes, I mean they've done it before.
Like I said, Miami's the only team to ever do it in college.
Well, that's really hard to do. I mean, yeah, because I mean, could you say USC? I mean, but USC doesn't technically play in Pasadena because they would always play in the Rose Bowl. They would have to play their games right in LA because they're from LA technically. But I mean, Pasadena is a lot. But that's picking. That's what's that saying? That's splitting hairs, right? But yes, congrats to Miami. Now you got to hope you do this one more time. You got through the first round and beat down Texas A&M. You got to the quarterfinals and beat down Ohio State. You got to the semifinals where you outlasted Ole Miss, and now you are the 2025 Cotton Bowl and the 2025 Fiesta Bowl champions. So you got 2 titles on your belt. Now you got to try for the big one, and hopefully you can get there. But congratulations, Miami. You deserve this. You deserve this a whole lot. I'm proud of you. I'm just glad we didn't get this chance to see Michael Irvin try to whip a garbage can.
Oh, he didn't do it.
I didn't see him do it. I saw him be too busy congratulating Carson Beck on running a game-winning touchdown, but no, I didn't see him. I didn't see the proverbial whipping. He probably did, but I didn't see it. But he probably did.
Probably because the game was too darn close to call.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that game was in doubt all the way into the very end. Well, and again, well played game from both schools. Well played game. They actually were evenly matched. That was a well played game.
Just no arguments here. But that brings us to the other semifinal game down in Atlanta, Georgia for the Peach Bowl.
Hoosiers win quack, 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 quack. Dunk Hut again. Ready and oh! Indiana to the title game after blowout.
I thought you might like that creation.
That was beautiful.
To my own detriment.
Why detriment?
You know I like Oregon.
Well, it's not your fault that Oregon always has one of these clunkers of games in the postseason.
As a matter of fact, go ahead and take it away.
Oh, Lord. What? All right, so the final score is 56-22. The game really wasn't that close. I mean, it was 35-7 at the half. I mean, it was proven in the second quarter that Oregon did not belong on the same football field as Indiana. They just didn't. I can clown them from here until this time next year. I'm talking about Oregon. But really, Indiana was the team that did the damage. And again, here they were. They were efficient at QB. They were physical on the offensive line. They were physical on the defensive line. And they just were not allowing anything to happen. Mindset on being the best team in the land. And now we get a chance to witness if they could pull this feat off one more time. I think all I have to say about that with Indiana is you got to bring your lunch pail. You got to bring it. If you don't, you're not going to survive. You just aren't. You just aren't going to survive. You will be buried in an avalanche of bodies. More than likely, it will be an avalanche of your own bodies. Which brings me to Dan Lanning. You are my favorite head coach in college football. I think you are a wonderful.
That's a lie.
Woosah.
I cannot believe you tried to lie to the national people.
Let's try this again. Okay. Lemming, you are one of the treasures of college football. You're one of the greatest coaches in the game today. And we got a chance to see your buffoonery, your brilliance, when you took a photo op and clowned Deion Sanders in a pregame pep talk. When your team played Colorado in Colorado's last year in the now Pac-2. It was the Pac-12, now the Pac-2. You, sir, are a clown, but you know you have a good team. The only thing is you get in the team's way. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And now I'll give you credit. You only lost twice this year. Kudos to you. You only have 2 losses. Both of them are to Indiana. You're just like BYU because their 2 losses were to Texas Tech. And so I guess the committee did have it right all along. So I'll say this right now on air. The NCAA College Football Committee, I sincerely apologize. I thought that you slandered BYU. You did not. You did not slander them. Because I love the fact that we got a chance to see a team in the playoffs only suffer 2 losses and suffer those 2 losses to the same team. And we got to see this picture right here. We got to see Lemming walk off the field dejected after he shook the hand of the Heisman Trophy winner, Fernando Mendoza. He got a chance to walk off the field a loser again. This is beautiful. The only thing that made me happier in this college football season was seeing Oklahoma and Texas A&M within a 24-hour span take L's in the playoffs. That's the only thing that was better. 2 L's in 16 hours. That will not be topped. This came a very distant second, but it still put a smile on my face. Anytime you get to walk off the field like this, Lemming, you will make me happy. All the time. Yes. Because I want you to walk off the field like this all the time. Why? Because you are an arrogant snob and a snot. And you need to be humbled. In fact, I'm gonna do it like Iron Sheik. I'll make you humble. That's what you need, son. You need a case of humbling. And anytime you get humbled, you make me smile. You make my heart smile because I want you humbled every single time and every single wake and moment. Because you're arrogant. You're arrogant. Your arrogant behind needs to be humbled. Badly. And this 37 point beatdown, that's a real good humbling. Which makes me love Indiana even more. So, Indiana, congratulations on being the 2025 Rose Bowl champions and the 2025 Peach Bowl champions. But more than that, congratulations on having this be how we are to enjoy the 2025 season. No Oklahoma, no Texas Tech, and no Dan Lemming. Yes, I know it's Lanning, but I don't give a crap. The dude is an absolute troll. I have to change his last name to Lemming because that's what his dumb behind is, a lemming. Thank you, Indiana. You made my weekend. Go Hoosiers. And bye-bye, limping.
And now y'all see why I like to use the other word.
What other word do you need to use with
That's
what you?
why I put evil in front of scientists.
I am
That's
not
exactly
evil.
why.
I am not evil.
That whole thing you just did was pure evil towards that man right there.
No, it's not.
Yes, it was.
I did not say go to hell one time with this Joker. I did not say that he's a devil spawned one time. I did not say he sucked the devil's dick one time. I just said he's a lemming and he needs to be humbled. That's all I said. Isn't that right, Sheiky baby? That's right. I need to make him humble. That's right. That Jack Duncan needs to be humbled. That's all I said. That's all I said. He just needs to be humbled. And I don't know. I don't get why you think that's evil.
You know what the funny thing is?
What?
I'm actually right.
What do you mean you're actually right?
Because it says here, you can go evil or mad scientist. It's basically the same thing.
Oh, wow. No, it's not.
Thank you,
no,
Google.
It's not. Oh, Google? That's a lie.
You type in evil scientist, you get mad scientist. So be basically the same thing.
The same thing.
So it don't matter what word I use. I'm correct either way.
This is a beautiful sight.
See, and that's why I call you evil, because you just picking on somebody who's lost in a blowout. Come on.
This is a beautiful sight right here.
No, it's not.
Just seeing this lemming go off the field dejected, it just gives me joy. It gives me joy.
Speaking of the Heisman Trophy winner, that man threw 5 touchdowns. They didn't even throw for 200 yards.
Here's the most remarkable thing about Mendoza. What impresses you is not the amount of yards or many throws. Maybe the types of throws might impress you, but the fact that he is so efficient and he takes care of the ball, that is what is impressive to me. It's like he doesn't make mistakes in the pocket.
17 for 20, 177, 5.
And 0 interceptions.
5 times. He threw the ball in the end zone. And
he threw the ball to an Oregon defender 0 times. I'm amazed at how well he takes care of the ball. How in the pocket he is steady and he is in control. That is hard.
Dante Moore, 24 for 39, 2 touchdowns, an interception, 285 in the air.
Well, you know
he's coming back to Oregon.
Well, you know he needed to make up for the fact they were down 28 points going to the third quarter. So they had to abandon the run game altogether.
So Dante Moore, he'll be back in the Oregon Ducks uniform.
Well, I guess that might improve their chances.
Kind of sucks for Dylan Raiola, who left Nebraska to go to Oregon.
But no matter what, they need a running game, because the running game going down the stretch and in the playoffs for Oregon was not all that great.
I mean, 5 carries for 86 yards for Hill Jr. I call that a running game. Just didn't give it to him enough.
They had lost ball for 3 touchdowns.
That man had 5 carries for 86 yards. You're not supposed to have that many yards in a blowout. All 5 carries.
Blowout loss. Well, you're not, but again, I congratulate Dan Lemming. Why, sir, Mr. Hill, did you only have 5 carries, but you get 86 yards? It's your head coach, Dan Lemming.
No, that don't make no sense. 5 carries, 86 yards.
Well, ask Lemming. Ask Lemming.
I knew you was down 7-9 because your quarterback threw a pick 6 to start the goddamn game. That's not on Dan Lanning. That's on Dante Moore. You gift wrapped them 7 points.
He didn't give up the other 49.
Just goddamn Oregon, man.
He didn't give up the other 49. I agree with you. Quarterback should never make the job easier for his opponent to score. The easiest way you can do it is if the defense can turn that turnover into 6 right with the giveaway. That's what happened. Yes, I agree with you. But
2 fumble losses.
But the other 49, that ain't him.
So 3 turnovers by the Oregon Ducks.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can't hold on to the football. That's not Dan Lanning. Dan Lanning can't make you hold on to the football.
All right, fine. So quarterback threw a pick 6. We'll give the other 2 fumbles. We'll sign them touchdowns too. All right, so you take 21 points off. You still got 35 more points. 35 is not how many points you want a team to score against you. Non-turnover generated. Lemming, do better, son. Don't have your team play for clicks. Have them play for wins. Click that.
Oregon has always played in click errors. Very before Dan Lanning, they the only goddamn team with 2,000 different uniforms.
Yeah,
and that's all before Lanning. So I don't know why you putting that on him.
I never said the uniforms of what put that on him. It's the attitude. But I will say this though, they have the most beautiful uniforms. Although I think some were loud and ridiculous. But they have the most unique uniforms in all of football with 0 national championships to show for it. Lemming, that's on you, son.
And the man is not arrogant. He's confident. It's the difference.
He's confident. He's confidently an act. Oh, fine. I'll say it. He's confidently a jackass.
No, he's not. You really that upset because he did that against Colorado and Deion Sanders?
Yes, because he didn't have to.
Every coach did that when his first year.
He didn't have to clown on camera.
Get over it.
I will say
how can Deion look at it and
be
one way about it, and you
dummy did not have to clown on camera.
Deion didn't pay no attention. So why is you paying attention to it?
Who was a Dan Lanning before that pregame pep talk? Who was a Dan Lanning?
And then he blew him out too. So.
And yes, I know he was assistant coach in SEC. I think Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I know this.
No, but Alabama.
No, Georgia too.
Alabama, because he's under the Nick Saban tree.
Yeah, Alabama and Georgia, because I did see him wear a Georgia shirt. But who was a Dan Lanning in terms of the big-time national spotlight in college football before that game? And he did not have to do that. And yes, you could say, well, every coach took a shot because the spotlight was hot, because Deion brought the spotlight to Colorado. Okay, fine. Why is it we didn't see that this year?
Because it was after year 1. That was year 1.
Why didn't we see that this year?
fresh new blood, and Prime Time's making his coaching debut on the Power 5 level.
Then, yeah, why ain't you say it this year?
Because Colorado's a joke right now.
That's not his. Well,
And we spent most of the season worrying about Deion's health than anything.
And they had a better season last year than they did the year before. Why ain't we see that in year 2?
Because ain't nobody care.
That's why I say Dan Lemming's a jackass.
Year 1, Deion brought the attention, so everybody took their shot at Deion. So that means every coach is a jackass to you then. Because everybody took their shot at Deion.
Yes.
And for that reason, they're just
a different brand of jackass. But yeah.
Deion ain't even paid no attention to it. He went out there, coached the team, and did what he did. That's it.
And when I say jackass, I mean the one in the Bible. All of them are jackasses.
It's prime time. What you want them to do? Oh, everybody's talking about Deion his first year. Like
they got sense.
They do got sense, but everybody talking about Deion. Like, hold on. Why is everybody talking about Deion? We've been here.
Because they jackasses. That's why.
No, because you got to put respect on the other coach's name too. But everybody's focused on Deion. The first year. Everything's about Deion in Colorado. Deion in Colorado.
I'll put respect on Lemming's name. There you go. Lemming, we're talking about you. You're a jackass, son.
And while you at it, Dan Lanning has been in the playoffs. Deion hasn't.
And?
First year in the Big Ten, who won it?
And? Do I see a championship ring?
No. Who won the Big Ten? Compared to Deion, he done more than what Deion has done.
And? What is the end result?
Okay, he has not won a national championship. But guess what?
Do I see a silver and do I see that crappy silver and golden trophy?
Do you see one for Deion
in Eugene or in Boulder?
Do you see one in Boulder, Colorado?
Do you see one in both places?
Do you see one in Boulder, Colorado?
No, you don't.
But you going, I think, because he went up against Deion.
And
he actually won that game in a blowout.
Fine. He did a great job in that game, but he didn't have to act like a jackass before it.
Then in that case, you can call every coach that then. In every freaking profession.
And they didn't have to act like one either. They didn't have to all act like donkeys neither. They're supposed to actually say, in victories as well as in defeat, you're supposed to comport yourself with class, with respect, with dignity. And guess what? All of them jackasses did nothing of the sort.
You know what this is? You mad because I know what this is. I'm not going to say it here, but I know what this is really about. Because it wasn't Deion. If he did it to somebody else in Deion, you wouldn't be doing this.
That's a bunch of crap. Yes, I would.
It's Deion. That's why.
That's a bunch of crap. Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
If Lemming acted like a jackass somewhere else, I would about somebody else.
You
doggone right. If he did it that crappy crystal ball, which I can't call him as crappy now. If he did the crystal ball, I would do it to him. If he did the Signetti, I would do it to him. I would do it to Lemming. If he did it to even that smiling jackass, I would do it to him too.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, because you would have asked me how I felt about it. Right?
Yeah, and then I would. And I would ask you what you thought about it, and then I would have said that fool was a jackass.
And then most likely knowing me, I wouldn't even care.
And I still would have said he was a jackass. Because you can't be a coach and claim that you got to show competitive respect for your opponent and then show that you have no class.
He does have class.
To show you have no class. He may demonstrate it, but he shows he can have no class. I don't give a crap if it's Deion Sanders, Dabo Swinney, Lou Holtz, or a dirt in the ground. That dude is confidently a jackass.
And every coach is a jackass. Dabo Swinney,
and every coach in 2023 were collectively jackasses of different sorts.
And what about Primetime? Could be no Primetime. If you calling Dan Lane arrogant, who's more arrogant than Primetime?
Primetime ain't arrogant. Just like
yes, it is. What you mean?
No. I'm gonna do you like you did me. Primetime's not arrogant. He's confident. Isn't that what you said about Lemming?
I did, but since you want to call him a jackass, so you calling Deion a jackass too.
Okay. And there's times I think Deion Sanders is a jackass.
But you have never said it until I just brought it up. You have never called Deion out.
Oh, I've called Deion out.
You have not called Deion out on the show.
No, you didn't say on the show. You said called him out. I have called him out. I haven't had a chance to call him out on the show. The only time I actually did technically call him out is when you picked them to win the Big 12 this year.
I made a pick.
I'm like, his son's gone. There ain't no way they're going to win the Big 12. And I think in large part it was going to be because of him, because you take to me the best aspect about that team of last year away. Deion's not going to do much of anything. And unfortunately, he was a big-time albatross to the team because he had surgery issues in the middle of the season. And he lost a little bit of that shine and that spark. But you know something? He did act a little bit of a jackass at Jackson State. And we talk about Negro coaches there. So yes, there's times that Deion Sanders has acted like a jackass, and there's times that Dan Lemming has acted like a jackass.
And I'm pretty sure you felt the same way about Nick Saban.
No, Nick Saban's a clown. He's funny though, but he's been a clown at times.
I ain't talking about him now. I'm talking about him when he was coaching Alabama.
No, when he was coaching Alabama, I thought he was a clown sometimes. I'm like, why are you trying to? And it didn't have to be when he went against other coaches. It was basically when he would chew out his players. I'm like, why you want to have a heart attack on the sideline? Why? Why? You 65, 70, you trying to chew out 19, 20-year-olds. Why you couldn't get away with doing it when you were younger with 30-year-olds? Oh, I clowned him too.
And how many national championships he has won?
Many.
Exactly.
And he's one of the greatest. And I've said it on this show. He's one of the greatest college football coaches, period, and the greatest in this era. I have said that. With them beautiful 2 ears of yours, heard it.
That's why that man requires discipline.
But he is still a clown sometimes.
You have to be disciplined to win championships.
Yes, you got to be disciplined to win championships, but sometimes he's a clown, turning as red as the IU emblem that you got here in the face.
And that's why that man's the good coach.
Yeah. He did right in retiring because he was going to die on the field. I'm like, doggone, son. Chill.
What about Ryan? Well, I already know how you feel about Ryan Day. That cried though because he actually won the national championship.
Oh, Ryan Day. I thought he was a dummy when after they won that game in South Bend last year, he was trying to call everybody out. I'm like, fool. You have one opponent later in that schedule that you lost 3 straight times and you have not solved them yet. Lost again on the 4th time to him and finally solved them this year. And yes, I definitely thought Ryan Day was a clown.
You can cheer, but you ain't winning the national championship.
I
don't know why you brought that up. You should have known I was going to go straight to the Ohio State fan because that whole thing last year was dumb as hell.
I think it's dumb too. I'm like, why are you lamenting on the fact you didn't beat Michigan, but you got what Michigan and every other school in the country would want? You are the national champion of that year, but you're still crying, kvetching, and complaining about we did beat Michigan. Shut up. You got the national championship. What does that matter?
Michigan player was happy. They beat Ohio State after they saw Ohio State win that national championship. They were mad as hell.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, so you beat Ohio State. That basically was their national championship. they got a chance to play Alabama in one of them crappy bowls, but that basically was their national championship. But they didn't get a chance to have that platform all to themselves the third Monday in January. That's what every team wants. On Martin Luther King's holiday, they want to be the team that normally about 11:30 at night, to be that squad where their colors confetti rains down upon them and they hold that crappy cylinder and golden trophy. Your team did that, Ohio State. Your school did that, but you were kvetching about a game that took place almost 2 months prior. We still didn't beat Notre Dame. You still didn't beat Michigan. We still didn't beat that team up north. Shut up. And you still crying about it after you beat that team up north when you went up north this November and beat them.
And got knocked out of the playoffs.
Well, they deserve to get knocked out of the playoffs. They just weren't tough enough. I mean, Miami proved that. Ohio State just wasn't tough enough. And Miami beat them down on both sides of the line of scrimmage.
That's why I love sports is unique.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not coaches. I get on. I look at fans.
Well, I can go on. I can go in on fans, but
you leave that to me, though.
I'm sorry. I leave that to you. I leave that to you because it's more fun picking on coaches. In college, the pros it's a whole lot more fun picking on fans, but fan bases. But college, it's more fun picking on coaches. But know this, Lemming.
All right.
There was a song that Zero said. Oh yeah, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast, every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Shop hats and official sports gear at Lids. Lids is the leader and #1 destination for hats, gears, and everything that moves you, making it the perfect shop for fans to find official sports hats, merchandise, and gear. Represent your team, your town, and your style with a snapback adjustable fitted hat or beanie from thousands of college and pro teams. Browse the very latest sports jerseys and t-shirts from the best teams out there. Lids has officially licensed professional and college sport team apparel and hats featuring the hottest brands and trends. Shop online or visit one of the 100 stores across the country. Locker Rooms by Lids.
Rams fans all around the world.
It's a beautiful thing to be a Rams fan right now. Stafford's back. We're going to see about Cup. And running back Kerryon Williams to a return.
Lend me your ears, or should I say lend Playmaker your ears, as he breaks down week by week everything in the Los Angeles Rams canon.
Number 99, Aaron Donald. Can't wait for 2029 to come to know that you are going in the Hall of Fame, and it should be first ballot, no questions asked.
Join the Playmaker as he breaks down everything Los Angeles Rams style in Ramily Talk on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I never thought I'd thank you, Zero. Thank you for the perfect song. that typifies how I feel about Dan Lemmy. Oh, welcome back to Bearing on the Grind, where we talk about
and you supposed to be a guy that's about God and prayer and all that stuff, and you just literally said on national TV that you hate somebody.
I'm sorry. I sports hate you. I sports hate you. I sports hate you. Dan Lemming.
That's a damn shame.
No, see, as a
That's
child,
a damn shame.
as a child of God, I love him. I do. So I'm intact on that. I mean, if I'm able to say about two hoes that cheated on me
That's why
that
your
I still
Wi-Fi
love
is acting
them.
up.
If I'm able to say that about two hoes in my past, as the child of God I am, that I love them, I can say the same about Dan Lemming. But see, the difference is with Lemming, they're fine. With them two hoes, I've done mental funerals on them.
First he called them hoes, then he said mental funerals. God.
Yes. I actually pictured their death. I actually pictured the ceremony, heard the eulogy, and saw their body sink into the ground. Pictured it. And if I didn't, I would have called them all the nasty hoes right now. But seeing that they are dead to me gives me peace.
I'm sorry for us going off the rails there.
I haven't done that with Lemming. And I don't need to do that with him. I have a sports hate for him. I don't hate him as a human being. I have a sports hatred for him. I had real hatred for those two hoes. But when they were dead, the hate was gone. Thank you, Jesus. And I do mean that. Thank you, Jesus, for that, because I needed to have that type of tool for me to go on with life and not be bitter.
Welcome back to Bearing Down the Grind. I'm sorry for taking you on a path that I have no idea I was going on.
Well, when you say child of God,
you the one who brought up the goddamn prayer for Alabama and Texas A&M. You the one that invoked it.
And I would do it again.
I'm just relaying the message.
I will do it again.
Singing
I will always pray for a team that I don't like to lose. I didn't say I'd pray for them to die. I didn't say I'd pray for them to be hurt. I didn't say I'd pray for them to be injured. I pray for them to lose. But I will.
Y'all saw the commercials. So tonight, a little less than 3 hours from now, should be a great show. A very interesting show.
Oh, yes. I want to know Cool's thoughts of that wild card game. I do. I want to know what he thinks, because I would be thoroughly pissed if I were him.
They should have won that game.
Yeah, they should have. That game was theirs to win, but I don't know why. I don't know why. I still don't understand why. They offensively were just so predictable. But oh well.
And then tomorrow you'll hear from me talking about the Rams as we moved on to the divisional round, getting ready for that game while recapping the wild card victory that we had.
I have a bone to pick with you about the Rams. I didn't like how they look, sir.
Oh, you thought I did?
Not saying that the Panthers suck, but the Rams are a better team than the Panthers. The Rams had no business squeaking that game out.
Why do you think I said what I said Monday when you tried to say I was gleed and happy? What you mean?
Because they advanced. They won their playoff game.
No, I'm not happy about that performance. But I understand the magnitude of where we are in. This is the postseason.
That's why I said that.
So
they actually won.
They survive an event. That's all you can ask for.
That's why I said that. They
But
survived the
yeah,
damn
am I
thing.
happy with the don't no. I am not thrilled with that performance.
Yeah, that performance.
But
pissed
I'll
me-
accept it because it gets us to the next round.
Yeah, that performance I didn't accept because that pissed me off, and I'm not a Rams fan. I'm like, they did not need to have a final drive to win this game.
And yet Matt Stafford does what Matt Stafford does.
Well, he's one of the best. He's one of the best. Let's be honest. He is one of the better quarterbacks that we have seen in the last 20 years. And
if he wanted to spend 12 of them in Detroit, he'd probably have MVPs by now.
Oh yeah. And I'm surprised he didn't get one even being in Detroit. Or even because he was in Detroit.
No, you want to know the real crazy stat? He never got a vote.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand how he didn't get one, because he actually did throw a 5,000-yard season in Detroit and didn't even get a sniff.
He didn't get a vote. And you know the crazy thing is, before we continue on, here's the crazy thing about Matthew Stafford.
One this year. Mm-hmm.
Here's the crazy thing that people have not really recognized about Matthew Stafford. Coach, can you name me the receiver who had the best single season in the NFL?
If I would have to take a guess, it would be Puka Nacua.
Guess who else? Cooper Kupp, remember Triple Crown winner, Super Bowl year?
Well, yeah, definitely.
And guess who else? Calvin Johnson, aka Megatron. You know what all three of them got in common?
At one time or another, Matthew Stafford was their quarterback throwing the ball to him.
In all three of them seasons.
Mm-hmm.
The man is literally sixth in the league, 6-0 all time in passing.
Yeah. He's over 50,000 yards in passing. So, I mean,
that man, I think he's 8th or 7th in touchdown passes.
Yeah.
And people is like, y'all do not, bruh, Matthew Stafford been this way.
Mm-hmm. He was that man even in Georgia. I mean, yeah. People majorly sleep on him.
He been like this. He was just in Detroit.
Yeah. And I hate that for him, that he doesn't get that type of love.
But yeah, he's my quarterback, and I'm sticking with him.
Oh Lord, don't you?
I'm not going to, yo. Shut up.
I was not going to say that.
Yes, you was.
Now you can say that's a lie.
That's why I caught you before you even said it.
I was like, don't you pull no T.O. on me now. That's my quarterback. Shut up.
That is my quarterback. I ain't crying about it. Jeez.
That's what I hope you weren't not going to do.
No, I said that's my quarterback. And
I know. I was like, don't you cry, though.
Oh, what?
That's my quarterback, man.
I can't say that's my quarterback without you bringing up T.O.
No. I didn't want you to. I didn't want you to get so wrapped up in your emotion. You'd be like, "That's my quarterback, man."
When do I ever get wrapped up in my emotions? We ain't talking about Florida.
Thank you. I was about to say, don't ask that question.
When the last time we talked about Florida, and not the basketball team?
I know you're not talking about basketball. I was like, don't ask that question. Because I was going to bring up Smiling Jackass.
That was deserving rent, and you know that.
But that still was emotional.
If it's deserved,
hence the word rant.
I do it when it's deserving.
Hence the word rant.
You saying you're talking about don't get too emotional? What don't finna get emotional for Matthew Stafford for? We just made it to the division round. What I'm getting emotional for?
Because he got passed up for MVPs. He's now on your squad now. He probably will get passed up for MVP this year. He shouldn't be, but I think he still might be. I mean, there's a whole host of reasons. But
the 2025-2026 season is still going.
But I was like, oh, I'm smelling the T.O. moment here.
No, you just wanted to bring up T.O. Evil genius.
Oh Lord, now you giving me the nickname. Now you calling me the nick. Now you calling me the term that Brian says I am. Evil genius.
And I did that, and I noticed what I just played. I'm like, no, he might throw that back at me for that one, because who ever think of doing a glitch for a graphic?
Yeah, I was about to say, and you have no to call me an evil genius.
Well, speaking of emotions, Mr. Johnson, this is the final battle tour of the season.
Yes, the final preview for the 2025 season. I look, Indiana. I think they were destined to be here, and I think people wanted to basically hold themselves. They didn't want to. They didn't want to be on board with it. They figured, well, they might, but we're not sure. I think one of these games they're gonna get got. Ohio State's gonna get them. Nope. So the Big 12 championship, check off. Oh, this buy stuff and at Alabama, they definitely gonna get them. Nope. Routed them. Then, Oregon. They're gonna get their revenge after they got spanked at Eugene.
No,
nope.
you skipped them.
They got routed. So now you have that squad who they just basically checked off all the boxes and exceeded all expectations. Going up against another squad where I laugh because the ACC gave them the middle finger and they still advanced, saving the ACC's bacon. They go and then it's like
I want to say the ACC gave them another finger. I say the ACC was doing some tornado paddles with a certain wrestling promoter.
They may have snorted lines, but I do think in snorting a line, they're like F Miami, and the committee saved them
because I know they didn't want Duke in the ACC championship game and actually winning it too.
Well, that's what they get. Oh, we think it's a great idea. Duke ain't gonna win. Virginia gonna beat them. That's what they get. That's what them doggone fools get. So that's why I say ACC. They had two middle fingers up in Miami's direction. They're like, you may be the best team in our conference, but you didn't deserve the right to be in our conference championship game.
As a certain favorite commentator of mine would say, and the ACC is telling Miami why they think they're number one.
Yes, and it's not the index finger that they're holding up. That is what I thought the ACC did to Miami.
I don't know. You say that. I thought of Jim Ross.
Yes, that was beautiful. Well said. Well said. That's exactly what I think. Yeah, the ACC told Miami they were number one, but they did not use the index finger.
Pretty much. For those of you who want to know, picture this. The ACC is Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Miami is Vince McMahon.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, that's what I think. The ACC told Miami they're number one, but they didn't use the index finger to show them that's the one. And the College Football Playoff Committee saved their bacon. Because how do you not have the best team in your conference represent you in your conference championship game?
They also think Texas Tech too for beating the brakes off BYU for a second time.
Well, Miami can thank them for that, but
because what the committee said, well, Notre Dame is better than BYU, and BYU is better than Miami, so we can't have Miami over Notre Dame. And then all of a sudden, Texas Tech said, well, okay, we'll take care of that for you. We'll worry about BYU. There you go.
Which is ridiculous, but the College Football Committee saved the playoffs. I will say that they saved the playoffs for putting Miami in it, and for some reason, it seems like Miami decided to find their physicality. And I'm glad they did because it helped them to get here. In College Station, they just simply literally beat the will out of Texas A&M. I can clown A&M all day and have fun about it. But if I'm going to be completely honest and truthful about it, A&M, they did have some toughness to them. But Miami, they were just a little bit tougher. And they made that one more play than Texas A&M did. And they showed that physicality in College Station. Then they went back to Texas, showed that physicality in Arlington, where Ohio State just looked like a step slow and a step less physical. And then they met their match with Ole Miss, and they had that one more play than Ole Miss in a shootout. But but Miami earned their way here, and I'm glad to see them here. And I think this is going to be a good game. I really do.
The Indiana Hoosiers are 8.5 point favorites going to hostile territory.
They should. They're the better team. Now, will they prove it Monday night? We'll see. But they're the better team.
Does the NCAA have that rule like the NFL does? Even though it's in Miami? Or is that car going to be full Miami? Because, you know, those of you who don't know, when Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams, when they played their Super Bowls in their home stadiums, they still only got a certain amount of tickets, so they couldn't take advantage of being at home.
Well, of course not.
Crowd-wise.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be a neutral site game. Yeah.
Is the NCAA going to do the same thing with this?
Well, I mean, they try. They try to do that. I mean, again, when Miami played Nebraska, man, I'm old. 41 years ago? Jeez. Yeah, you had a lot of people who rooted for Miami, but you had a lot of people who rooted for Nebraska too. So, yeah, they're going to try to make this as neutral site-ish as they can.
Because here's the funny thing. Because they tried this 2000, let me get my year right, 2008. Remember that national championship game? In the same building?
2008. Was it Florida? No, that wasn't Florida State.
Florida and Oklahoma.
Florida and Oklahoma, yeah.
You know what the problem was?
Too many Florida fans?
Florida's not that far from Miami.
Well, Gainesville isn't that far from Miami, but yeah. But it didn't matter. I mean, it's Oklahoma.
I knew you was gonna say that because your hatred for Oklahoma. That man can be objective and talk about Texas A&M, but he can't do that for Oklahoma. It's amazing. And you'll think he'll hate Texas A&M more because they in the same damn state.
I could talk objectively about Oklahoma.
And that was the Sam Bradford year too.
They didn't deserve to. I will say this, and this is being objective. They didn't deserve to be in a national championship game.
Yeah, that's the other thing y'all supposed to do.
Yeah,
y'all supposed to been there.
Yeah, because we beat them. Yeah, we beat them, and we ended up with the same record.
And the computers, that was the BCS era. The computer said Florida and Oklahoma.
Right.
That's like the 2 years before. Michigan felt like they deserved to be there.
No, what made it
Florida?
What made it suck though was, and this is the same crap that the ACC this year underwent. The Big 12 decided, okay, we're gonna go. I forgot what the tiebreaker was. It may have been point differential, but because what did Texas in was the Texas Tech L, and of course you remember that one. That was
game of the year.
You know, game of the year where basically Crabtree caught the game-winning pass with no time remaining.
Was that Baker Mayfield or Crab? Come on.
No. Baker Mayfield was Texas Tech.
Was he?
Baker Mayfield was Oklahoma.
No, he was at Texas Tech first, if I remember correctly.
Not in 2008. Baker Mayfield? Not in 2008.
No, 2008 was Stafford. Who was the quarterback? Who was the quarterback for Texas Tech?
Graham Harrell.
Grant Harrell.
Yeah. So, yeah, a pass from Harrell to Crabtree with no time remaining. That did end Texas.
And
But
the crazy thing is, all you had to do was make a tackle. That's all
Yeah.
you had to do.
Now, what sucked even worse was Texas Tech played Oklahoma later, and Oklahoma routed them. So you had each of these three teams with one loss in the conference. They decided to pick Oklahoma to go to the Big 12 championship game. So it really wasn't to the computers; it was to the Big 12 commissioner that fouled it up. Because I'm like, yeah, the team that played the
Either way, it was gonna
games
be some type of way anyway. Because you pick Texas, Texas was like, well, we beat them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put Texas Tech, I'm like, well, we beat them. Matter of fact, we routed them.
Right. So yeah, so they went on to the Big 12 championship, which I think they beat the brakes off Kansas State, and then they got the brakes beaten off of them by Florida in the second half. But legit, Oklahoma did not belong in the national championship game. That's legit. That has nothing to do with my hatred of Oklahoma. They did not.
The same thing about Texas. All they Texas had to do was beat Texas Tech, but he couldn't even do that. He wasn't even been in this predicament.
Now you know me. You think that I would have? You think I would have accepted that? My thought was, even though yes, you did beat Oklahoma, you deserved this fate because you decided not to get that tackle in Lubbock. This is on you, dummies, not on the Big 12 commissioner.
All you had to do was make a tackle. One tackle.
Yeah, all you had to do was make a tackle and shut them mothers up, and you'd be in that national championship game. But no, you effed it up.
And then when you actually got there, you ran into Nick Saban.
The very next year. Not only ran into Nick Saban, but had Colt McCoy's shoulder get messed up on the first drive of the national championship game. And we had to go with his backup, which I'm like, this is going to be horrible. And it was.
But Indiana.
And defense could not do anything with Mark Ingram.
Indiana, y'all the favorites. You've been the number one team for quite a while. You have been the best team for quite a while. Miami, you're home. Yeah, you get to sleep in your own bed, your own dorms. Do Coach Johnson a favor and leave them girls alone for now.
Yes, leave them girls alone.
Because we already know it is Miami.
Yes,
there are distractions.
I know you're going Stephen A. Smith. Oh Lord, wow.
How else can I explain it? But to go his route. He explained it very perfectly, just that way.
Only thing you're missing is you're sipping a latte while you're saying it.
I don't drink coffee like that, so I don't drink coffee at all.
I don't either. Thank the Lord.
We're in Miami. Recapture glory since the early 2000s and the 90s. Or will Indiana finish off the best season in program history with the first national championship? You said Miami's been bringing the physicality. Can they bring it to the Heisman Trophy runner Mendoza?
That's a good question.
Indiana, you've been very good on the defensive side. But can you handle the running game of Fletcher Jr. and Carson Beck? You've been here before. This ain't new to you. Mendoza, this is new to you. But you're handling it very well. So, Monday night, January 19th, 7:30, ESPN. Somebody will be leaving Hard Rock Stadium as champion. Will it be the Big Ten for the third consecutive year? But with the ACC can, matter of fact, Coach, I'll let you finish that part.
Will the ACC be wearing egg on their face? So I love you, Indiana. I love you for the fact you actually beat the brakes off of Oregon. Unfortunately, I'm rooting for Miami because I want the ACC to wear egg on their face so bad. I do. I want them to understand how inept they are. That you decided to let the best team in your conference sit at home while you were praying that Virginia would win your conference championship, and a team that had no business being your ACC champion became it. A team that you all thought was not as good enough as the two group of 5 schools that won and got into the playoffs. And now we will have Miami, who they will walk into their own home stadium. And if they win the national championship, it will be just desserts for the Atlantic Coast Conference. I will smile wide when it happens, or if it happens.
No, they're going to claim it. The ACC we are good again. Y'all lucked up.
No, ACC ain't good again. Miami's just that good. Y'all ain't.
So enjoy National Championship Day on Monday. We will see you back here on Wednesday. Recap the next championship game and put a bow to season 4 of Bearing Down the Gridiron. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, Coach Johnson and myself, we bid you adieu.
See ya.